movie. Obviously they're fucking like doubles. Will be in like for their characters used when they like get killed and buried, basically, which is interesting. You see the girl, in the beginning, you see this group of people, including Robert Englund, pre Nightmare on Elm Street. So you see him and a group of people killing off this dude in our first kill. Then at some point in the movie, cinematography was decent too. Can't even cap. See another person killed off, then another person killed off, then another person, then another person killed off. And Uncle Joe from Willy Wonka, we thought the one girl was the mastermind, but in an eventful little twist, our mastermind was Dob. That old man was the mastermind. He was the one responsible for the murders. All the side characters and side quests and all this and that was all just like, here's how I look at it from my perspective. Everything we saw up until that like reveal of Dobbs being in fact the one responsible for the murders that have been transpiring up until then, we were just getting questions established, characters established, and then, you know, it was a very slow burn of a film, which I enjoyed. Slow burns are pretty good to a degree, as long as you don't overdo it. You feel me? But yeah, I enjoyed Getting Buried for the simple fact that we had story that, like, you know, was a mystery about who was responsible for blase blase such and such. I really like those type of films as well. So the Who Done It, that's what it was. The Who Done It, because the last movie before that, a while back, had me questioning like, who did it? Because I was intrigued. I was invested in the movie. This movie intrigues you, it invests you. It's definitely an allure of suspense, a feeling of like, ooh, who's the one doing this? Because they don't actually show the person responsible for all these deaths on camera, so that makes it even more like of a mystery. The fact that we don't really see a lot of this person in this, that really goes to show like this movie is definitely a hidden gem and one not many people know about but should know about because Getting Buried is an excellent film. That's why I rated it so high because I truly feel it was an immaculate movie from start to finish. You had good characters, likable characters, some decent acting, great acting. Freddy before Freddy was even a vision in all of our minds. You know, you can tell Robert Englund was slightly young because he didn't have that Oh, and Freddie, he didn't have much. Yeah, but yeah, he didn't have facial hair. It was a beer-faced Robert England type shit. But even that, still, it was a pretty good movie. Oh, we had black and white, like we had a black and white setting in the beginning, and then like it switched back to color a little later on the line. I thought that was a little decent adding touch to the film, to say the least. You can't lie. Watch. I'm gonna end up. This has nothing to do with the review, but watch. Somebody's gonna end up wanting to hit me and hang out and stuff. I guarantee y'all. Watch. But yeah, man. If you haven't seen this movie, Getting Buried, I highly recommend it. We had the blonde bombshell in the beginning. I couldn't forget that. Yeah, we had the blonde bombshell who we thought was initially the one responsible for things that were happening in this film in St. Louis because it takes place in St. Louis, Missouri. So yeah, and the blonde girl wasn't the one responsible for it. And in the beginning shot, the beginning sequence, she frames this man. Well, this man gets framed and killed. Basically, he was talking to her, blase, blase. One thing leads to another. He ends up dead because of the group of photographers, the group of camera people, flash, suddenly you see, and just wrapped around something, and then, you know, boom, the whole death scene happens, and blase, and that's what happened. She did get nude. She did show some tits, which you guys know how I feel. But here's the kicker of this one. Here's the kicker. It actually led up to a death, which was nice to see. It wasn't just put there. It was logical. It was a logical nude scene, like Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and this was before that. So that was kind of surprising because I hadn't seen it in a long time. A scene where a girl shows their body off, and then boom, a death happens almost instantly, simultaneously. But that didn't happen simultaneously in Halloween. It happened a little after. But it still led up to a death, which is the point I'm trying to make. You don't see that a lot in movies. And it was in the beginning, too. So that was kind of like, ooh, this is different. That's how you know it was one of a kind, you know. Might have took a little bit of inspiration off Halloween, too. But it still was pleasant to see, you know, that type of a thing experienced out on the film. You know what I mean? Again, since I hadn't quite seen it in a while.
You live stream now with live.
You guys know my philosophy on seeing the movie overall. But I think I've told you this before, and I'm not even gonna explain it because you guys know my KJ annoyed to know. I pretty much explained a lot to you guys when it comes to how I analyze and see sex scenes in films. You know, a lot of you might even agree with me. It's my opinion. Not everybody has to feel that way, but yeah, some of you think that's probably your thing in movies, seeing those women like that, but to get your heart off, your sexual fantasy or whatever. But there's a certain sites and certain shit you can go if you want to do that to watch that type of stuff. When we watch movies, our minds or be on the movies, not like the sexual shit. You feel me? I didn't go in the movie watching to watch like a blonde bombshell show her body. I wanted to see the story. I wanted to see blase blase, this and that. Who's behind what? Who did what? Why they doing it? You feel me? That's the questions that were ranging in my head. You feel me? And I'm still like chasing these goals. My goal is 300 subs, y'all. Like we're so close. We're so close to reaching our goal of 2024. So close. My boy said he would help me. SCA, SAC, and then stack. But they're probably in school type shit. But anyway, yeah. It was a movie. I honestly think nowadays I used to, but nowadays I will rewatch it. But I really don't typically. There's been a few things, but I don't typically rewatch movies after I've seen them. I try to like refrain from watching a movie I've seen twice because like I'm like I like to see new stuff, fresh stuff, something different. But if I have to go back and really like nitpick and like critique again by looking at it twice, even though I like don't think I have with any movies recently, but I would just to see certain things over or see what stood out that I might have not caught up on before, but I don't really do that now. So yeah, but trying to think. There was a sec. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh shit. Yeah, there was a sex scene in this joint too. Speaking of that, it was one of those scenes in that bitch. But like I said, it kind of flew over my head because I didn't come in looking to watch or pay attention to that shit. I came in to look and pay attention to the actual fans. You know, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys though. I did do, but it ain't gonna happen again because I'm chasing these goals. Um, chasing my goals. That's why, like, I barely like. I try so hard to like hold my, you know, because if you talk about it too much, like sometimes, like if you talk about them a lot, they could happen quicker. But if you like don't talk as much, and like I said in that like short, I'm trying to talk less and do more. You feel me? That's what I'm trying to do. Though. So you get farther in life by talking less and doing more. But this is a live, so this is the point. You know. I'm trying to think what else happened. Type shit. Um, really all the shit I named for real. What else? I'm trying to think. I'm not trying to bore y'all. I'm trying to entertain y'all. Low-key. Fuck. I'm panicking right now. I'm panicking. Um, Um, I thought it was interesting how he said, "I can make her beautiful again," and he actually did. Like she was a dead skeleton. The girl he had caught on the road and picked up and told her about like Potter's Bluff, 'cause that's where. No, it was in Potter's Bluff. What am I talking about? Not in Missouri, Potter's Bluff. I thought it was interesting how Dobbs, you know. Then we had John Tarantino who passed, who played a cop. He had a heart. He was a good cop. So that was something I picked up on too. Like, but it was the time, and this was a movie. Like, there are some decent like that out there too, like in this world too. That's something else I picked up on as well. Like, he was a cop with a lot of heart and a cop who cared a lot. So, you know, that's how we all should approach life. More with our hearts, less with their like uh brains or PPs, you know. But yeah, he had a big heart and shit. Certain people's hearts just turn. Like, I'm not trying to speak negative or speak certain ways, but when you've been through so much and you've experienced so much for certain people, their hearts could just turn like cold, bro. And it's sad when you get to that point when you've been through so much in life, when you've been like so numb to everything that your shit is cold. You feel me? Or you got no feelings, or you don't care about nothing but yourself. But that cop, John Ferentino's character, he did a great job as portraying a police officer. And I don't really fuck with cops, but I gotta give the props when they're needed. Cause you believe he was worried, you believe this and that. He played a believable cop. You know, I thought that was pretty interesting, to say the least. No cap. I wouldn't call it a classic, though. It's definitely not a classic. No offense. But the characters, the chemistry, black and white, symbolism in the beginning, how the blonde bombshell played a role well, was interesting to say the least. You know what I mean? For some people, like when they're chasing their dreams, it begins to be so hard because they're not quite there yet, and they want to be there, but they're not there. So it's like they put so much pressure when they're not like accomplishing what they want or getting done what they want. It kind of puts them in that stuck place, and they get depressed. I think that's what clouds people from like being such a good people because they know they have stuff they trying to accomplish and it's holding them back. The fact that they're not, bro. You feel me? The fact that they're trying to get shit done and it's not getting done when they want it to get done. That's what depresses some people. That's what throws a lot of people off. You know, sometimes that's what gets people off that cloud nine type of mentality. The fact that they're not like at that point that they know they should be at or want to be at, and they feel stuck because they're not quite there. I feel that way sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's not that I'm depressed. It just I feel stuck in that same position, and that's what makes me fall back into the same type of mentality sometimes because I'm not quite where I need to be and know where I should be in life. You feel me? But I'm gonna hop off this live. Love you guys.